everyone and welcome back to my channel, and today we're going to be doing a full face of Pacifica Beauty cosmetic products. So makeup products from one of my favorite brands, Pacifica Beauty. If you guys are interested, then just go ahead and keep on watching. Alright everyone, so the first two items we're going to start off with are going to be kind of skincare products. Well, one of them is a skincare product. This is going to be the Pacifica Cactus and Kale Oil-Free Renewal Lotion. So this one's just going to give you a nice bit of hydration without making it oily. Take off my rubber band, that might be distracting. So I'm just going to go ahead and put this all over my face as a base. You know, whenever you do makeup, you just want to make sure you have a really good base. So now that that's on, what we're going to do is, I always do this step even if I don't wear makeup, is put on a chapstick or lip balm. So this one is the Pacifica Persian Cherry Lip Balm, and this is what it looks like. I'll show you guys a close-up too, but I just go ahead and put this on. Alrighty, so those two items are out of the way. So now what we're going to do is, I always start off my face with a primer, so I'm just going to be using my NYX matte finish, my NYX setting spray first. And then, like I said, I know I said that this is going to be primarily Pacifica products, which it is, but some products Pacific doesn't carry. Hopefully they'll come out with stuff like this that I don't have, or I don't have some. Like I'll show you, like I don't have some of the concealers, some of their color correcting stuff I haven't gotten yet. So those are in the works. I am gonna get those. But first, starting off, we're gonna go ahead and spray our face with the NYX matte setting spray. Sorry if that didn't make sense. I just meant that some products, like a setting spray, Pacifica doesn't have, and then if I don't have Pacifica's product, I'm using other drugstore stuff, if that makes sense. Now, okay, so I am going to be using my Tartelette and Bloom mirror so that I can see everything. So the first step is going to be to prime, and Pacifica has the all light multi-mineral BB cream, all-in-one bare skin tint, illuminating primer, perfecting finish, and age-defying skincare. So this one's really cool. A lot of people who have clearer skin than I do use this as their foundation because it is a BB cream, but for me I need a little bit more coverage, so I just use this to prime the skin. So I'm going to be using my Real Technique sponge. I'm going to go ahead and take the product and kind of disperse it. And it does have color. And what's cool about this product is they say on their Instagram and website that it will kind of form to your skin color. So even if you're a darker skin complexion, it will kind of form to your skin, which is kind of nice, which is kind of like a cool little thing. But it gives a bit of luminosity. I like that. That's really nice. But I just go ahead and kind of prime the skin. Just so you guys know, I love Pacifica. It is my favorite, one of my favorite brands, especially for drugstore. They have a lot of products, skincare, makeup, hair care, all that good stuff. And I love their message. It's just beautiful, natural, you know, good for you ingredients to give you, you know, just beautiful results. So that is one reason why I really, really like them. And I have all my makeup on my lap, so if I keep looking down, I'm just trying to make sure like nothing's gonna fall over. So now that that's all nicely patted in, I'm going to go in with concealer. Now unfortunately I don't have their concealers, but Pacifica does have a just regular concealer, and they have a brightening concealer with like a pinkish tone for dark circles, which I will be getting soon. So stay tuned for that. I will show that probably on my Instagram or whatever. But for now I have one of my holy grail products. Oh, I still have some BB cream on my arm. Just pat that in really quickly. But this is a holy grail product, and I use this, I believe, in my Get Ready With Me, what was that video? Like drugstore makeup haul, so I'll link that somewhere. Yeah, favorite products are popular makeup products, drugstore, and this was in there, so this I really like. This is the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Concealer in the color Light, I believe. Yes, Light Ivory. This is the lightest shade that it comes in. And what I'm going to do is simply go ahead and get rid of those dark circles. And then since I do have acne still and, you know, some hyperpigmentation and scarring, I'm going to go ahead and dot this on those areas. Alrighty, then instead of using my beauty blender, I'm going to actually go ahead and use a brush to kind of work this into the skin. I have my little brushes in this bag, so like I said, guys, I don't have any tables next to me, which I should probably invest in some so I don't drop everything, but baby steps. So I'm just going to go ahead and take my Real Techniques. This is the Ultimate Face Brush, and I'm going to go ahead and basically tap the product in. Alrighty guys, so like I said, just bounce it into the skin, and I feel like sometimes my Real Techniques sponge does soak up a bit more product, so I like to just kind of pat it and bounce it into the skin so that doesn't happen as much. Alright guys, now we're going to move on to foundation. Now, Pacifica has two options, and this is the one that I have. This is the Pacifica Ultra CC Cream Radiant Foundation Broad Spectrum SPF 17 Moisture Rich Color Correcting Makeup plus Skincare with Coconut Water. So it's going to give you hydration if you are pretty dry, and I am in the color Warm Light in this one, and I'll show you guys close up, so don't worry about that. So with this one, I am going to go ahead and buff it into the skin with another brush. And this is one of my favorites as well. You can grab all the brushes I use except for the IT ones that I'm going to show you at the drugstore, at CVS, at, you know, Rite Aid, at Ulta, at stuff like that where they sell drugstore products. Target is where I get all of my e.l.f. ones, and this is the Ultimate Blending Brush. So I grabbed quite a bit on the back of my hand. It doesn't give the fullest coverage, so it's like a light sheer coverage. So I'm going to go ahead and pick up some product and go ahead and put it on the skin. And just kind of, you know, just melting it into the skin, tapping it into the skin. And what I like about this is, for me, with the concealer, it just gives me a really natural finish. It smells really nice, this product, and what I love about it is it has SPF. And I feel like all us women and men who wear makeup, that is a step that we consistently forget, which is our SPF. So this is very, very important. So that's why I really like this product. So the next thing is going to be powder. So this is the Pacifica Mineral Neutralizing Mattifier, and I've had this for quite some time. It has hit pan, and I do need another one, but I simply just use this to go ahead and set the foundation. And it has that coconut water, so it's going to, you know, hydrate the skin if you feel you need a bit more moisture. And you can use this to touch up throughout the day. Sometimes if I remember, I'll pop it in my bag. And if you do see a bit of oil or anything like that in the T-zone, you can go ahead and kind of pick it up with this powder. I just bring like a Wet n Wild brush or fluffy brush to kind of make sure that, and just tap it, and then my nose is an oil slick, so I just have to put some on my nose. Alrighty, so I think we're good to go on powder. Alrighty guys, now that the face is on, we're going to go ahead and move on to brows. Now, like I said before, I don't have any brow products from Pacifica, but I will be getting those. So for today's look, since it is Pacifica is drugstore, we are going to go ahead and use drugstore products. So the first item is going to be the Nyx Eyebrow Powder Pencil in the color Espresso number 7. And then I'm going to go ahead and set the brow with the Nyx, excuse me. So this is Nyx, and then the Nyx Tinted Brow Mascara in Brunette number 3. So we're going to go ahead and fill in and then set it with the mascara. Alright guys, now that brows are done, we're going to go back to the face. Now that the face is set, We're gonna move on to blush, bronzer, and highlight. And I do have all three from Pacifica. And sorry guys, I accidentally broke one of the blushes. So I'll just show you this one. This is like my go-to blush. This is in the color Wild Rose, and this is just their mineral blush. And then another one I have is in one of my new favorite kind of kits that they have. This is the Pacifica Natural Minerals palette, and this has basically everything that you need. It has 3 highlights, a blush, a bronzer, which I'll be using both of those today, and then some eyeshadows, which we might dip into. I'm going to show you some other palettes that I have, but this is a go-to 5 stars on Target and Ulta's website, which is awesome. So we're going to go ahead and do bronzer first. So I have a brush from e.l.f. And this one doesn't have a name, but I think it's the complexion brush or something like that. And it's really good to chisel the cheeks. So I like to do that. So this is going to be a bit difficult. Thank you guys for bearing with me. So I'm going to take some of the bronzer shade, tap off the excess, and just go ahead and start gingerly chiseling the cheeks. If you couldn't tell, that palette has gotten a lot of love. It's kind of a little bit messy, but that means it's getting the love it deserves. And I love this palette. That's what I'm going to do right now. I'm going to go ahead and chisel the cheeks, the forehead, and a bit on the jawline. Alright guys, now that the bronzer shade is on, I'm going to go ahead and move into the blush shade in the palette. And Pacifica blushes, I feel, look really, really good and natural, so that's why I like them. And I'm going to go ahead and use the Real Techniques blush brush and go ahead and dust that, on the cheeks. Bronzer and blush are on. We're going to go ahead and move into highlight now. This one I've been eyeing for a while. They recently came out with these, I believe, as of this year. And these, the highlighters from Pacifica are the Pacifica Rainbow Crystals Liquid Mineral Strobe, and I have the color Unicorn, I believe. Yeah, Unicorn, and they have 3 other colors, so 4 in total, and these are super cool. So this one I believe reflects pink, and then the others reflect like silver and, you know, more bronzy shades. So this one's really kind of fun. So it comes like this, and I simply go ahead, and it's cool. It's like white, and then when you dot it on the skin, it becomes like pink. And I like to strobe, girl. So I'm gonna go ahead and put some on and then tap. Make sure to disperse it really nice. And I think it gives a pretty cool effect. It's like nice and pink. And if you want a little bit more, you can go ahead and add just a bit more. For me, no matter what highlight I'm using, I always put about 2 layers because I like to, I guess, no, it's not really strobing because it's not like super, super intense, but sorry, my brows all get crazy. But I always put like 2 layers on just to make sure that it's gonna stick. And this one's like the liquidy, so I think it looks kind of cool. So I'm gonna put that on the other side too. And I thought these were super different. If you guys are familiar with Becca, Opal is my jam. It's my favorite. I don't want to cheat on Becca, but I love Pacifica a little bit more. So I was like, oh, let me give these a try. And I ended up really, really liking them, which is good. Alright guys, it is time to move on to eyes. Now Pacifica has, like I showed you in the Natural Minerals palette, this is kind of, you know, some natural. Then we got this bold blue and gold here. I've had this palette for a long time. This is the pink Nudes palette. And I'll give you guys close-ups as well. And then they have these two, which I were like, oh girl, these are like outside your comfort zone, but I really want to try these out. This one is Crystal Matrix, and this one is Beachy Punk. So I like to use the pink nudes as like my transition colors, which are really nice, like in the crease. And then I've used the Beachy Punk and the Natural Minerals palette. So I don't know what I want to go for today. I think I want to go for, I don't know. It's so hard to choose. I kind of wanted to just film and play with these with you guys and show you how I use them. I think I'm just going to go fall. It's winter, something nice and warm. That's what we're gonna do. So unfortunately, Pacifica doesn't have a eyelid primer, but you could definitely just use their concealer, any concealer of your choosing. But from drugstore, I'm gonna be using the e.l.f. one. But I always like to start, like I said, with that Beachy or the Natural Pinks palette or Nude Pinks palette as my transition shade. Alright, I think I patted that to death. So I'm going to go ahead and, like I said, let me get rid of some of my brushes out of my bag so that I can get to my eyeshadow brushes. So I have all my eyeshadow brushes here. Okay, so like I said, we're going to first start off with, you obviously always want to set your eye after you have applied an eyeshadow primer. So I'm just going to use this color right here, just a nice neutral kind of skin tony pink color. And go ahead and always tap off the excess. And these powders really work. So they blend really nicely, and I really like the finish that they give. Alrighty, so we're just gonna go ahead and set both eyes. So now we're going to go ahead and move on to a transition shade. So in my Pinky Nudes palette, I'm going to go ahead and mix these two colors up and go ahead and pack that into my crease. So I think we're going to be done with the Pinky Nudes palette, and then I'm going to go ahead and move to, so we're going to use the Crystal Matrix palette. That's the palette we're going to use. So this guy right here, so I'm going to go ahead and darken it, deepen it with this color, and then throw that guy on the lid, and then we'll do something like nice and white in the inner corner. So I'm just going to go ahead and make sure that everything is nicely blended. Nicely blended. Because you don't want any harsh creases or any harsh anything. That's never a good look. So then I'm going to go ahead and do the highlight on the brow bone and the inner corner with this nice white shimmer shade. I'm gonna go ahead and inner corner and the brow bone. Alrighty guys, so then I'm just gonna go ahead and add a brown to the bottom, to the lower lash line, just to add a bit of dimension, a bit of something. So I'm just gonna go ahead and take, from this palette. This is the Natural Minerals palette. This kind of shimmery brown right here, I'm going to go ahead and put that on the lower lash line. Kind of give it a little oomph, if you will. Alright guys, so now that the eyes are done, we're going to go ahead and move on to, let me just get these palettes out of the way. We're going to move on to mascara. Now, they have two wonderful mascaras. I luckily have both. So the first one is the Stellar Gaze Length and Strength Mineral Mascara. And then the second one is the Pacifica Natural Beauty Big Dream. Now I'm going to show you guys this one. This one's super cool. This is the one I'm going to use today. So you could do, so this is the length. And then if you twist it, ooh, is it stuck? Yeah, if you twist it, if you can kind of see, it kind of shrivels down so that you can get more definition in the lashes. Now, I prefer length, so I always like to keep it just at its biggest, so I thought that was kind of cool, and I've never seen that before, so I think Pacifica is the first to kind of do this, so I thought that was really cool. And then they just have this guy, and this one's just kind of just a normal kind of mascara one. So I'm going to be using the Dream Big today, and I always curl my lashes. I didn't for a while, but if you have, at least for me, if I have a lot of like eyeshadow on and I don't want to wear liner, I always like to just curl my lashes. So now that mascara is all done, we're going to go ahead and move on to lips. So for Pacifica's lip products, I have 5 here for you. I have 2 lipsticks, excuse me, 1 lip gloss and 2 liquid lipsticks. So these have really good pigmentation. So I'm just going to go ahead and quickly swatch them for you guys. So this one is in Crave. And these last a pretty long time, and you only need like one swipe, so that's Crave. And today I'm just going to be using the lipstick because I really like the lipstick, and then I'm going to go ahead and put the gloss in the center. And then this one is perfect for fall. This one is called Flawless. So Crave and Flawless. They have really good pigmentation, and yeah, I love them. They do last all day, and I do pair them with the lip liner, just like a NYX lip liner, just so they don't fleck or bleed throughout the day. So I'm like, hopefully I didn't get that on my shirt. And then this is the Nourishment lip gloss, so I'm gonna put this on the center of my lips today. But this was in Beach Kiss, and I love. And guys, the reason I really like this, and it doesn't say this anywhere in the description, it smells like a donut. And if you're a person like me, I love donuts. So this is awesome, and it has a really good kind of shimmer to give the lips a plump look. And then I have 2 lipsticks, one in the shade Tenderness, which I think I'm going to use today. This is more of like a pinky mauve color, so that one's really nice. So that is Tenderness. And then one I wear all the time at work is Natural Natural Mystic, sorry, can't English. So these 2 are my absolute favorite, and all of these are like colors that I like to stick to, mauves, pinks. This one's like kind of darker brown, like a brick red, so I really like those. So today I'm going to be using Tenderness on the lips, and I'm going to be doing Tenderness with Beach Kiss in the center of the lips to add a bit of definition and more pop to the lips, if you will. So I'm going to go ahead and glide that on. Alrighty guys, that is it. I'm going to go ahead and do my hair, and I'll show you the final look. Alright everyone, this is the final look. I hope you guys love it, as do I. I think this was a really fun look to do, and I wanted to showcase to you guys all of my favorite Pacifica products. This is an awesome company. I have almost all their makeup. Like I said, I still need to grab like their concealers, their color correcting palettes, their eyebrow gel. I need to grab those as well so I can have the full collection. But from what I have so far, I would definitely highly 100% recommend them to you guys. They're awesome brand. Of course, 100% vegan and cruelty free. These products work, a natural, natural finish just to enhance all of the ladies and gentlemen, all of their, our natural beauty, which is very important. I hope you guys really enjoyed this look. Thank you guys again for all the love and support, and I'll catch you on the next video. Bye guys! Hey, yo.